PSGL Season 28. This is F5 Round 5 at Zandvoort in the Netherlands. So, today at the Netherlands here, the tracks that was meant to be on the 2020 calendar normally, but it ended up getting cancelled. Although, it's usually a short lap time around here. I'm your commentator, Brendan Communal 1, and I am joined once again by Evan here. So, how are you doing today?
Hello, and we are back for PSG. I don't know why I'm doing an introduction, Brendan, but I am. But we're back. It's Zandvoort, and it's going to be interesting, as I say every week, and I say I'm excited every week. But we have a good race for tonight. We have a little bit of a short delay just due to the update, but we'll be getting going very shortly. Just one actually quick update is that Bryn now goes by Bryn77, not MNT Bryn, just if you're just the Bryn fans out there, just watching to look. That is currently the situation there, and it looks like we may only have 16 drivers for tonight. There was 16, there's now 15 now. And there's a couple of replacements in. We have SHW Taisco, or Taiscu, I may be saying that wrong. We have Effior Bandini, and I believe that is it. Leading the championship, however, is a man who he is here actually. That's SHW Namsco.
That is correct. He's leading by 25 points, so he has assumed a commanding lead, given as he won the opening race and then has took 3 second places. And well, in this 10 race season, this is around where we're going to, by the end of this race, we'll have reached the halfway point.
Yes, it is a short calendar this season, obviously, so we have reached the halfway point in it.
Yeah, I think obviously there was an update for the game today, so some drivers weren't able to get the update started on time.
But he'll be going now. As he is here, I think we could be going very shortly.
Yeah. Let's see.
And one of the more interesting things around here is strategy, more than the race, because difficult to overtake here around Zandvoort. Drivers will struggle.
Yeah, given the tight nature of the track, and then you have that run up to turn 1, but obviously there is a bit of banking beforehand, so and then after that is actually short enough.
Yeah, and ERS is difficult to save around here. That is for sure. It is a difficult one to save around here. Many drivers will be burning very, very quickly, so they do need to be very careful of that. I believe we're readying up now. We're getting a couple of ready up symbols in the lobby. Although another thing about here is it is a different type of track to the one we've got. It's very inclined. It's up and then it's down. Some could say it's like Spa, although Spa and Zandvoort you really can't compare due to the pure distance of the two tracks. They're quite unique in their own way.
Well, yeah, I mean the first sector in the Netherlands here, it feels a lot longer than the other sectors, as well. You have to turn 1, and then you have like the quick left right, and then into the banked hairpin, and then it's off flat out on the exit all the way down towards a fast right. And we have to brake, and then you brake again short after, and then just after that you'll end up slowing down just into 3rd or 4th gear. So it is
that is true. It's a long first sector compared to some others. So it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting.
So when we're going into quali here, it's the shortest pit lane as well, so people will be able to have a little more freedom as to when they go for their runs. Not like Spa last week, where given the fact that it's a 7 kilometer circuit, you could barely get 3 runs in, whereas here you could get maybe 3, easy enough 3, maybe even 4 if you feel like it and don't make a mistake.
Yeah, The thing is, it is Holland, so it could be mixed weather conditions. Rain is possible. It is only one side of Europe. Okay. But we will have to find out during the race. But we will find out. And then strategy is typically a soft, hard. Some people say it is a soft medium though, and you can do a medium soft. Apologies. So we'll have to find out. As we can see some cars heading out onto track. The first one out is Gustavo Nessi in the Williams. Of course, he is a reserve, so he's representing a different team.
Well, yeah. So, obviously, on the Williams, the first car out. Slipstream isn't much of a, straight line speed. It is important, but it's not as important as other tracks like Spa or Monza. So, see, drivers would probably be more going for their own runs here.
Yeah, it is not as important as you said to get the slipstream. We'll be seeing some laps heading down. Oh, Jesper's joined mid-qualifying, so we're going to hope he doesn't get that glitch we start in the back. Would you like to watch Gustavo Nessi's lap? He's about to start when he's come through the bank turn.
Yep, so through the bank turn, it is possible to spin even here, just where you just end up losing all your grip through the bank curve. But as you start the lap into turn 1 here, you brake, try to get on the inside, but don't clip that curb. And now for the quick left right, you brake a bit here and then brake, and lockups are almost, it's actually nearly quicker to lock up through the bank hairpin there. But now as you onto the ploughed section, as you go uphill and then a bit back downhill, as you dive onto the apex there, as you get a similar enough corner, just slightly tighter, and then you slow right down as you are through the first sector now. And now once again, you don't want to get on that curb, because that can send you spinning. And now there's a small DRS straight here. So looking like an alright lap so far.
Yeah, very neat and tight.
Yeah, and now just one more corner to go. You might get a nice enough slipstream here. Obviously you can't just give slipstream to people, but it does take that tight racing line to help you there. It's a 108.7, so not a bad banker lap.
Not a bad lap at all for Gustavo Nessi. It's beaten by Mr. Bob XL by 4/10 of a second. So hopefully he'll be returning to a little bit of form in the of that Alpha Terry. Who will be next across the line? It will be a Red Bull of Alpha. It will be Centauri. That is a validated time. Jules, however, goes third. So not a bad job from Jules. Although sorry, there's only 4 drivers. He set a lap. Obviously he's going good.
Oh, it's Dominator. It's such a 185, so he splits the Pop XL and Gustavo Nessi pretty much perfectly. Why not Jules said that Netherlands is his worst track, so honestly he'd be just hoping for a bit of damage limitation.
Cortez gone in third position with a purple sector 3, however, so he's quick through that last sector. Straight line speed may be a factor in the setup of that Renault. Alfazi goes in 4th position, and that's Ron who's gone in 4th and just beaten it.
Yep. Obviously a short track, so short lap time, so obviously any improvement can shoot you up the grid, but any mistake in that could lead, and you could end up falling right down. So while generally people are close, if you make one mistake, you...
SHW Tysco with a medium time of 109.2. That's very good. And Centauri second with 108.4. Sadly missed out on the win last week by a very narrow margin due to a puncture or something on the last lap. Looking to regain that. He is now in 2nd position.
Yeah, obviously it was a puncture in the end, and would have been common to Sebastian Vettel's puncture in Belgium 2015 in real life. and that one ended up giving Roman Grosjean a podium. So, although Vettel's KC ended up managing to complete the lap, whereas Santeri ended up in the wall.
Santeri had a very shaky crash. Nannini has gone 9th on his debut, and we're just waiting on 3 people who set a qualifying time. One is Matt Tibos, who's come into the pits, one is Simon, who's also come into the pits, and one is Namsko, who's on that lap on the mediums.
So if you can qualify in the mediums, that would not be the worst thing for him as well. If you can stick within the DRS train here. Oh, that's Bryn! We've just got Bryn gone round.
Bryn. Hasn't DNF'd. Oh, there's an Alfa Romeo. Oh yeah, he's just got out of the way. That was very nice, but he's taken a braking board or a marking board there.
Or no, it's not a braking board or anything. I think it was just one of the
but they still might use it as a marker.
True.
I think it should be okay. I don't think he'll get a penalty for that. There wasn't really much he could do there, to be honest. Thankfully, he has set his time. As Namsko is about to start his flying lap, number 67 Ferrari, through the final corner, and going to start his time down in turn 1. There's a shift to about 3rd gear, and he does.
Oh, and
second,
there's a couple of cars going to watch out there.
A couple of cars in the pit exit. That is a bit of a problem around here. Mr. Pop XL started his second flying lap on the set softs. And of course Namsko is on a set of mediums. Back aboard Namsko now, flying through. This is all flat out in the right hand, but it's very difficult. He's going to go down to 6th gear. Yes, he is. Bit of brake, bit of accelerator in the curve. Very tricky right hand. 6th gear. Oh, invalid. That's not good for Namsko. He is invalid. Mr. Pop XL though is just behind him also on the lap, as Legend has managed to make way into the session. He getting the full qualifying stint in after a very poor performance last week in his first drive as a main driver. Mr. Pop XL not going to take slipstream, but he is purple in sector 2 nevertheless, and I believe that one could be legit as he is currently our top man.
A couple of cars across the line. Gustavo Nesi, he has crossed the line. P3, so an exact same time as Santeri.
Oh, very, very close, but of course Santeri gets that position.
Pop XL improves.
Mr. Pop XL improved by a 10th of a second from Ron, also on a lap. He's in the first sector though, so we'll have to keep an eye out for him. Anybody else on lap? Simon, Matt Tebos, Finley,
Big 8 Chips has done a bit of off-roading here.
Yeah, he's backed out of that lap. That was a mistake, as Jules has gone 6th. The McLaren has improved by almost 5 tenths of a second, and has gone P6 there. Dominator is up at the top of the standings. We're not used to seeing this Ferrari here. It's normally his teammate, SHW Namsko, so this is good for Dominator to be this high up.
Well, yeah, he will need to pick up some points as well. If you don't, as well, there's never really a bad time to get your season going as well. The thing is, well, you have to get it going at some point. Obviously, he hasn't been able to really get some form in the first couple of races of the season, but there's still well, including this race, 6 races to go as well. He has purple second sector apparently.
Simon has got 8th in the racing point, but as you said, yes, Dominator has gone purple in the second sector.
I don't think that's a legit purple.
There. He's made a mistake out of the final corner there, but he's going to hook tight to his right hand wall. Is it going to be an improvement? It is, by a slight bit, but he would have gained a lot more if he didn't make that mistake. Heading through the banked curve as Jules makes his way into the pits.
I think the purple second sector is not legitimate because
yeah, I don't think so.
I think I noticed when Pop XL went through the second sector, he was actually down in his time, but before pulling it back in the last sector.
People on flying laps. Jesper is on one. He's currently in 10th position, just ahead of F1 Mandini. So we didn't have Jesper last week. He's back again, as this driver currently has no hands in the monocoque of the Alfa Romeo. That is due to him joining with qualifying. Would that be a distraction for a driver?
I don't know. It would really depend.
He's invalidated.
Well, I don't know. It would depend on...
Damsko's gone off-roading. He's off. At the second final corner. That might have been just a dive out of someone's way, possibly.
So... By the way, it looks like he's went for a bit of a rally route.
He has gone for the rally route. Not a lot of moving on that second lap. Cortez has gone fourth in the Renault. So good lap for him as both Ferraris has dived into the pits at the same time.
Well, a lot of people in the pits now. So I think Brain is the only one really on the lap now. His Legends invalidated. Probably go again soon enough.
He probably will back off and go for a second lap. So will Mr. Pop XL. He's going for his third lap of the day. Might have picked softer and go for the 4 sets of soft because we still have 7 minutes to go in this session and he's on his third lap. Down his turn 1, short shifting down to third gear and up to fourth. Mr. Pop XL won the opening race of the season,
up to 8. Bryn has
managed to get a lap in and is up to 8th position.
Proper sector apparently for Santeri as well. He's improved by just under 700s. So that would be enough to bring him into the 108 trees. Pop XL. Well, it's not enough for pole position, but it would be enough going to 108 trees. Or no, Santeri might be on for provisional pole here as well. He has managed to double that improvement. Oh, and well, there goes all his improvement.
Here comes Mr. Pop XL rounding the final corner. He's made a bit of a mistake there. He's dived into the pits and abandoned that lap.
So runs wasted arguably for both Santeri and Gustavo. Well yeah, Gustavo did waste his run along with Pop XL, so that's there are runs that are being just wasted there for the top 3. Cortez on that lap, so he might be he's got a chance to improve. He could take advantage of this.
Oh, Jesper on the wall. Jesper has made a mistake and is out. Surprised his back tyre went off there because he didn't make contact with that one, but he's out of the session, so it will be a maximum P11. He'll be qualifying.
It's extremely close in this quali as well. You have Santeri and Gustavo saying identical lap times. Cortez then is less than 200s off. Then it's not too far from to Dominator. A little bit to Simon. Then Ron's also close. Jules is 1,000 off Ron. You've then got
that's very close between Jules and Ron. I've just picked up on that one.
Legend and Van Dien, there's 3,000 of a second between them. And they are teammates for tonight.
And that's Finley, who's gone 11th in the Haas, just ahead of Jesper for his time.
Okay, chips into the pit, so that run is gone for him too. Namsko is back.
And Bandini has validated, so we're going to get a close battle, I think, for pole position here, because Santeri and Gustavo Nesi can both improve. Dominator can improve as well. Cortez is currently going to try improve. He's holding tight to the wall. Where's this lap going to put him? It's going to put him second position with a 108 tree.
Yeah,
First man to set a 108 tree today.
Yeah, obviously one man said 182, but against a 183 is a good sign for him, as he's now got himself ahead, so it'll be up to Santeri and Gustavo to try and improve. Obviously, I think it's that could be Cortez's last run.
Unless Cortez has an extra set of tyres and can get back around very quickly, that will be his last lap of the session. But it is still extremely close here. May not be that close for pole, it's a 10th of a second, which can be a lot here in F5. It's very close in the mid-pack. If you're down in 11th and you improve by 0.3 of a second, you will be put up into the top 5. That's how close it is. So if anyone did make big mistakes in their lap, like Namsco, who's coming out in a set of softs, you will jump up the standings. Legend is currently on a lap as well.
Oh no, he's not.
Oh no, he's not. He's going slowly. He's going very slowly. So he will not be setting the time on this occasion. What about laps now? So we'll be getting the battle for pole very soon, I believe. Has anyone started a lap? Tysko has started a lap. We haven't seen his true show of pace yet. He's currently in the 109.2s, which I know he can improve on.
Well, yeah, let's see now as he heads through this. As we head into towards the end of sector 1. Let's see what the improvement is. It's 2.5 tenths, so that would already be enough to jump him up ahead of Namsco and Spaghetti Chips.
Yeah, this isn't looking too bad here for SHP Tysko. He wants to improve by a bit more. It's almost 4 tenths now, so this is looking decent for Tysko if he can improve. Through the final corners, long banked right hand net, one activate the DRS. Oh, he's not staying low. I wonder why he's not staying low. That is the optimal line. It's P9, so that is a good lap from Tysko. This is P9. Gustavo Nezzi is on a lap, and he's currently on course to beat Santeri and pump himself up into the top 3.
Let's see now. Obviously, there might be still some improvement left. It is.
It's second. It is second position for Gustavo Nezzi. It's not quite pole, but look how close it was to pole. So we still do have a battle for pole position. Dominator is also on a lap. He's currently going through that tricky left-hander. He needs to get the traction nailed, which he does. We know he has a bit of time to gain through that second final corner and the banked curve, of course, on the final corner through the downhill right-hander. That is Azzy on pole. That is Azzy from P11 onto pole position. That is a really nice time, and we are once again very close at the top of the standings. Dominator's been validated. He has gone and lost his lap. Mr. Pop XL is improving by just about enough as Cortez has crossed the line and is only going to stay 4. Oh no, he's only starting his time. Apologies. Mr. Pop XL, purple through the first sector. Santeri is... what's he like through the first sector? He's just going to come through it now. He is not quite purple, but improving by 1/10 of a second.
So that is... well, the clock's at 0.
Here comes Shazoo Simon to come round. Dominator has finished after validating the lap. Here comes Simon. It's going to be P4 for the Frenchman.
Oh, that's Cortez round.
Oh, that's Cortez. Cortez has lost it. Lost all the time.
Gustavo Nezzi's gone.
Mr. Pop XL on pole. Mr. Pop XL has gone on pole position with a 108.
Run up the board.
Where's Santeri going to go? He's bolting and trying to burst across the line. It is P number 4 for the second Red Bull. Not quite pole, and he's been beaten by his teammate Azzy. That is Legend gone up into 5th. Let's pray he doesn't get the glitch that drops into the back of the grid. And we're just waiting on Matt Tebos to come across the line. Oh, Bryn also on the lap. Oh, but he's not using his ERS for some reason.
Hang on, somebody has just jumped up there. Spaghetti Chips is up to 10th.
Nice lap from Spaghetti Chips, improved by almost 0.6 of a second. But look how close that qualifying is. Look at the gap between 2nd and 3rd and 4th. Very close indeed, but it is Mr. Pop XL to take his 2nd pole position of the season.
Up on pole again, and we'll be hoping to actually get a good result out of this.
Mr. Pop XL on pole, followed by the 2 Brazilians in 2nd and 3rd of Alpha Azzy and GTZ, Gustavo Nezzi, IFR Santeri, followed by IFR Legend in 4th and 5th, FRL in 6th, Shazoo Simon in 7th, Cortez in 8th, followed by Dominator in 9th, Spaghetti Chips qualifying in 10th, Matt Tebos in 11th, Jules in 12th. Finley qualified 13th in the second Haas, that is Tysko on debut in 14th, then followed by Bryn, Raz Jesper, who Crashed out of the race, FVR Bendini, and then last is championship leader SHW Namsco. Starting from the back of the grid.
That time was set on the mediums, so what is it?
Yeah, he did go out in the softs, so I wonder what happened. Because he did go out in a set of softs. But that is qualifying in his pole from Mr. Pop XL. And do you have any early prediction? Oh, sorry, but the weather looks a little bit dodgy.
Well, yeah, the weather could throw up a few surprises here. As it does look a little cloudier than it would normally would.
Definitely more cloudy than qualifying, and that asphalt in the pit lane doesn't look the brightest. So it may have been simulated that there was rain before the race, or it may be a little bit damp on the circuit already. Let's see, 10 seconds to go. Any early predictions for who will take the win today?
Well, Pop XL, he is on pole, but honestly he doesn't really have that much consistency as we've seen this season. As he has shown some decent race pace, but never really has shown enough to take a win. So, but maybe this time it could be a win for Razzie here, if he can just get past Pop XL at the right time.
Tire situations. Matt Tables on mediums, Jules on mediums, Finlay on mediums, Tyske on softs, Bryn on hards, Jesper on softs, Bendini on mediums, and Namsco on mediums. And we didn't have the glitch, so Legend is starting from 5th on the grid. So well done to Legend. He is starting a legitimate 5th on the grid. That is, let's hope he doesn't get taken out or takes himself out into turn 1 like he did last week in Spa-Francorchamps. And let's hope he has a good race. But another man to keep an eye on from the back of the grid is Namsco. On what could be called the better strategy, some would say.
Yeah, if you do manage to stick with the soft runners in the DRS train, and then you can when you pit for your own set of softs, you should be able to start making overtakes fairly easily, given that you will have the advantage in terms of grip.
Something I do want to point out is the fact that everyone except Bryn is starting on mediums or softs. Normally we would see some more people opt for the hard. Could that be a sign that we will have some rain later on in the race?
Well, yeah, you could take it in different ways. Because obviously, if there's going to be rain the second half, the mediums might just do enough.
We will find out. Lining up on the grid, Namsco will get us all lined up in the Ferrari to go racing in Zandvoort here for F5. It's been a cracking season so far, with a lot of chaotic last laps. Let's see, can this trend continue? Mr. Pop XL on pole, followed by Azzy in second in the Red Bull. Here come the red lights. 2, 3. We go racing in Zandvoort. It's been a bit of an even start at the front of the grid, but look at Gustavo Nezzi and Santeri. Gustavo Nezzi going for 3rd position. Santeri on the switchback. Over to 2nd position already. What a great start from Santeri. There's contact. That's Gustavo Nezzi and Azzi, who's already made contact. Heading down into turn number 1 with a graphics glitch on the side that will fix itself. It is currently Mr. Pop XL leading from Santeri, leading from Legend, Juan, Cortez, Simon, Dominator, Matt Tebus, Jesper. Oh no, Jesper has desync to believe. We'll get an update on that in a moment. It's all kind of all over the place at the minute, but it is Mr. Pop XL who still leads, and Azzy and Gustavo Nezzi making contact. I think the graphics have fixed themselves now.
Yep.
Let's look at the start. Santeri up 2, Legend up 2, Juan up 2, Cortez up 3, Simon up 1. But he is currently under attack from Dominator behind. That is Gustavo Nezzi and Azzy still battling into the chicane. As it looks like Azzy is going to hold this one out. They're still side by side.
This could end in bad contact here.
This one's very close, but both keeping the clean side by side round the banked corner. I think Gustavo Nessi is going to keep this one. Yes, he is. And that is was quite a chaotic start there.
Some people have just dropped down for a moment.
Yeah,
It'll fix itself.
Still leads. Hopefully the graphics will fix themselves shortly. Namscon at the back of the grid has only made a single position ahead of Spaghetti Chips. So Spaghetti Chips is having a horror start because he did qualify very high up the grid. He's down 8 positions into 18th. So not good for Chips. As this is Cortez standing inside a run. That's a ball dive. Has it paid off? It has indeed. And now Simon's going to the outside of Ron. Ron could lose 2 in 2. As Simon's going to try hold it around the outside. Activate the DRS. Activate the overtake.
Or no DRS yet. That's just a graphic glitch.
Oh yeah, it is. It's my bad. I should have copped onto that one.
Oh well, we all make mistakes, don't we?
Cortez is now bolted away from Rod, so he obviously knew he had the pace and had to make a very quick move. And look at the gap at the front, 1.1 seconds. Mr. Popaxel, apologies, leads from Santeri, who leads from his IFO teammate Legend in P number 3.
Popax has already broken the 1 second gap, so he might be able to actually just drive away with this one.
Gustavo Nezzi and Azzy having an almighty scrap after making that contact. Oh, Azzy in the wall! And that is the end of that almighty scrap, as Azzy has just gone backwards across a corner.
Yep. Almighty scrap turns almighty collision.
So that was a commentator's curse in terms of battling.
Yeah.
Although you can't really battle around Zandvoort, so we knew that was going to happen at some point.
Or like, you can battle, but for a corner or two maximum. Otherwise somebody's just got to go in and just tuck him behind. So Legend is over the back of Santeri at the moment. However, I'd say it would be a hard enough job for Legend to get past, given that it is Zandvoort.
Kind of playing a game of who's the quickest IFR driver. Santeri is bowling away in the straight stuff, so he's obviously quicker out of that final corner and is running more straight line speed. Top of the medium runners though, and who could possibly score his first points of the season is Matt Tibos in 8th for AlphaTauri. He is top of the medium runners, and then that is Jules in 9th, and followed by Jesper with his on softs.
Well, yeah, obviously Tibos and Jules are in very good positions right now, as they are. Meanwhile, there's not much else happening on the grid. Gustavo Nezzi is close to Jess.
Yeah, he's very close to Jesper. Had to lift off through that corner because he was very close behind Jules on Spike Pop and Matt Tibos. So could possibly try a move maybe into the chicane, as we are almost on lap 5 already. Very short lap around Zandvoort. It is the second shortest lap on the calendar.
Bandini's past Finlay. He went right outside now. He's got the inside. That is the move complete there. So a nice move for your Bandini.
Well done, Bandini. That was not bad. As this is a battle for second. It is Legend past Santeri, but he's missed his braking, so the two IFR teammates are going to be side by side. No, Legend keeps this position ahead of Santeri. Oh, almost made a bit of contact. Did the Mercedes and the Red Bull. It was could have ended in tears for both.
Yeah, that
as we have a Cortez fan in the comments. Hello. Cortez currently sitting 4th course ahead of FRL Ron, but he's fallen well behind the top 3, and the Legend is starting to fall behind Mr. Pop XL.
Well, Santeri has already fallen behind, so the question here is...
For someone who messaged to Pop last night that he couldn't race today, Legend's not doing a bad job in second.
Yeah, honestly... It was probably a big
Although he does drive for Alfa Romeo, so I think the points may go to them.
Yeah.
I believe he drives for Alfa Romeo. I will double check that now.
But meanwhile, Santeri, when he has more ERS, he isn't using it at the moment. So maybe he would try undercut Legend when the pit stop phases come in a couple of laps time.
Yeah, the pit stop phases will be starting soon enough, I'd say, for the soft runners. Softs don't really last too long around here, so we will wait and see. No, Legend does drive for Mercedes, and I'm just stupid.
Well, we all discover new things every day, don't we?
You're gonna have to come up with more quotes. The mistakes I make tonight, I'm afraid. That's the second one used. JMO Dominic, we haven't spoken about him much this season. He's kind of just there, hasn't done anything too impressive. Hopefully he can pick that up tonight. He is keeping with Simon and Ron. Simon,
he has a lot of ERS to use here. That's the thing. This group here of Ron, Simon, Dominator, have all got a lot of ERS that they can use. So they will have all probably have the same plan to try just burn it around the pit stop phases, whether you're trying to undercut or overcut somebody.
Santeri's called back up to Legend.
I think there was just more a case of Legend just had the pace now, and now Santeri is just able to stick with him. Like, they're pretty even, and one thing they're even on pace, and that's the thing, they can't catch Pop XL. So unless Pop XL has issues with the hard or medium tires.
Stavon, Leslie and Jesper side by side, and so is Tysko. Sorry to cut you there, but they're in a Loctite battle. Tysko's held it round the outside, got a bit of ERS. He has a lot more than Jesper. Oh, bit of contact, bit of a touch. Keep it clean. Yes, they have. Very nice job for Jesper to keep that position, but he did lose one to Gustavo Nessi, so won't be too happy with that.
Well, they might have a chance to try go for a move here now, as he is burning his ERS. He's closing up, and this should be a simple enough one maybe.
He's going to go for the outside, almost on the grass, is Tysko. He's going to have to go the long way around the outside of Jesper to pull this move on, but he's got it done, and that's an absolutely splendid overtake. No, it's not.
It isn't so splendid, although Jesper, I think that was just something that was waiting to happen with the nature of that corner.
If we had a counter for incidents going into that corner, we are now on number 2.
Well, they have to be on an average of every 4 or so laps. So
Legends run very wide, and Santeri is now going to have to size up his options now. Think about getting past Legend. No, he hasn't quite done that. He's going to settle behind the Mercedes.
I think his run would have actually been compromised by Legend's mistakes, so it has had a little benefit there for Legend. At least Santeri will stick behind him, but that's only for now as well.
Let's see. Go for it as Santeri.
He's back of him. Yeah, he's just having to touch the back of him. He didn't move to the left quick enough.
That was not good for Santeri. He's somehow escaped without wing damage, but he has got the position on Legend. That was not very good for Santeri. He could have did that move a lot cleaner, just gone for the outside a lot earlier. But he's got the position nevertheless, and they're both damage free, so it's worked out for him in the end, yes. As it is picking up in terms of sunshine, we have a lot more sunshine here in Zandvoort than we did at the start of the race, so I don't think we're getting rain anytime soon. Simon is quite close behind Ron, who's quite close behind Cortez. And as you said before, they all have a lot of ERS. Dominator probably is a bit too much with 93%, because he keeps regenning through the corners. He wants to burn a bit. He's burning a bit now, so he is burning a bit on the exits, which is good to see. And another thing is, who is going to trigger the pit stops? Who is going to get all the pit stops started moving?
Well, it would probably be either Santeria Legend would want to trigger something if they want to get an underground pop excel, or maybe they might want to stay out, go for the overquad and gamble on the, well, whoever on the, let's say Pop XL, struggling to get the hards up to temperature and up to speed. That's the only thing is, as the spaghetti ship's already in the pits, so...
Yeah, they've got their pit stops there. I was just watching that boat, even stops. So they have gone for a set of hards. I wonder will we see everyone else try stretch for a set of mediums, or just stick for the set of hards. I think sticking with the set of hards is the better option, to be honest.
Yeah, but I think for some people, they need to take a gamble, so they mightn't be on for the result they need, and... Well, let's see. Popixel stays out. Santeria stays out. Legend's in. He's on trigger the pit stops now.
He has triggered the pit stops. He's gone for start hards. Cortez is in. That was wrong. So is Gustavo Nezzi. Ties go. Finley stays out. So is Bryn. What about Namsco? He's on mediums. Is that Jesper in? Yes, it is. Jesper nearly clattering the inside pit wall. Now we need to keep an eye on Cam Legend get a big undercut on this Pop XL or on Santeria and see, does he come out in traffic? He's come out behind Cortez. Cortez has got the jump on Legend.
And that's the problem with the Mercedes pit box.
Oh, Legend, that's really unfortunate. But because of being held in the pits, we've seen it in so many of the tiers here in PSGL problems. We've seen Yana Watmere complain about it and all. Legend has been messed over due to being in the Mercedes, which is something you don't hear Formula 1 commentators say very often.
Yeah, no, it's the thing, obviously, everyone else is coming through the pits and then you have to deal with being held while everyone else falls on down the pit lane. And some people are able to get ahead, some don't. So
five for speeding in the pits.
Oh, that's... It was all going well for him.
Some overtakes though. Jules trying to get past Martibos, doesn't quite get it. Where is Legend going to come out in relation to Santeria? Sorry, where's Cortez? Because Cortez got the jump.
Cortez coming out the pits now. Santeria is just around there now. Is Cortez?
Santeria's got him. Yeah, Santeria and Pop XL well clear of Cortez, which goes to show how much time Legend lost, because he was right behind Santeria.
The thing is, if Legend wasn't held, where would he have been put? As he would have probably been in the, well, bleed after penalties are applied.
JML Dominator now, the only man on the track on a set of softs, so he is going to be pitting this lap, I assume. Because everyone else behind him, except Gwyn, is on mediums. Gwyn is on old hards. He hasn't pitted for them to change them yet. He'll be going very late in the race to pit for mediums, and he'll possibly lead the race at one point. Well, if Pop XL doesn't catch him first.
And General Dominator into the pits now. And that means, actually, Jules has just passed Matibus for the on-track lead here. Obviously, Pop XL's in the net lead on track.
And a nice job from Jules.
Dominator, he's going to come out behind Ron and Casavanesi.
Ooh. He's coming out behind Ron and Gustavo Nezzi, so he's lost a lot of time there. But Legend's got past Cortez.
Yeah, he is. He's passed, so he'll try to catch Santeria first. At the moment, Santeria would win this race once the penalty gets applied. But obviously, Pop XL has had the pace for most of this race so far. He just needs to keep doing what he's doing on track.
Yeah, he does. He's doing well though, so he needs to keep this going. As when will we start seeing the medium winners start to pit?
Well, it'll depend on strategy. Obviously, a safety car would be the thing that could change this whole race. Depending on when they pit, they could be on the on for a brilliant race, or it could really mess them up. So obviously all the soft corners are pitted now, so well, they can benefit from another safety car. It really depends whether the medium runners go for the hards or the softs. And I think we'll probably have a couple of gamblers on the softs.
We might.
The softs won't have the quality wear, so that means they'll be brand new out of the box. So that will be interesting.
The medium soft is possible. I've been told that by some of the faster drivers in the higher tiers. A medium soft is possible if you do manage the tyres enough, so we'll have to wait and see. Well, I'll go for that.
Well, Pop Excel is only 5.7 seconds off the Jules, who is in the lead of this race at the moment. And he has got
so
fast at lap 2.
Really struggling.
Yeah,
Excel does need to pull that gap over Santeri because he does have that penalty.
It's 3.7 between him and Santeri at the moment, so he isn't exactly pulling it, and his staying around there maybe is fluctuating between 3.5 and 3.8. I think Pop Excel is going to be ahead of Legend even with the penalty, but Santeri is within that margin at the moment.
Yeah, Santeri needs to start closing up if he does want to guarantee this win. Because Popix is going to be pushing, although he may be held up due to these well, they're not backmarkers, they are actually ahead on track, just on different strategy. And they're obviously slower than Mr. Popix because he was on pole and is net leading this Grand Prix.
Well, Pop Excel is now almost within a second of the championship leader, SHW Namsco. So, it doesn't look like it will
battle. It's Bryn and Fiddle. They're side by side. True turn. Oh, contact. Contact. And that is the racing point around and onto the gravel. And Namsco's at the dodge. And then Mr. Poppington is trying to get around. And he's going to have to try and navigate this. He's lost a lot of time trying to get past the racing point there. Don't let him pass for the sake of both the races, but this is letting Santeri catch almost a second so far. So this
does brings really Legend back in. Soon drop down further position as Matt T-Boss has passed Jules. Was he flagged?
It's a bit of a mistake, I think.
Yeah.
Mr. Poppington is really trying to get past the racing point with P number 6. So this is letting Santeri close a lot of letting Legend get back within that 5 seconds. So may go for it on the straight though.
Yeah, it's an AlphaTauri on with the on-track lead and with the net lead, as Pop Excel will need to get past Bryn immediately here.
Here comes Mr. Pop Excel. He's going to try around the outside on the racing point, braking at about the 150 minute board, and that is Bryn who's held that one out, but he's made a mistake. Oh, he's nearly hit the AlphaTauri. Mr. Popexel just about gets the position for P number 6. That's a very nice job for him. And now his next target, the man who took his win off from in Bahrain, it is Namsco.
Well, yeah, honestly, Namsco had outrageous dive for the win in the opening round of Bahrain short. In this case, it might be a little bit of revenge, but can't get caught up trying to dive from Namsco in revenge, as he needs to build this gap up from him to Santeri. Well, he needs to pull a lot of time at the moment.
The only thing in his favour is Santeri does have to navigate Bryn, and that's Matt T-Boss in the pits, and Jules. Meaning, I feel Vandini will lead this Grand Prix.
Hard tyres.
They won't gamble for the hards, so they're going to stay out for the softs. They will have fresher hards though than everyone else, as we have just about reached the halfway point of this Grand Prix, I believe. Well, we've passed it.
or no, we haven't quite passed it. We will reach it once Bandini crosses the line.
I was close. We'll round. I was close.
Oh, yeah. Oh god, when you have to pull in simple maths to help your points, you know something's going up or wrong.
Another thing that is helping Mr. Boxell now is he does the DRS and Terry doesn't, but Terry may do on the next lap.
Yeah. If you... Sector 2 is, well, pretty much the worst sector to catch somebody in. As then, the straight is not long enough as that's the spaghetti chips.
Oh, Spacesuit's making another mistake. That is unfortunate for him. As he has lost that position to Jespers. There's almost a battle happening now with Namsco Hilly. As Gustavo Messi's in the last lap of the race, and Matt Tito's and Tysco now battling side by side. Tysco's trying to switch back.
Not really working though.
Really working. Wants to do that move around the outside. He's going to try it again though, I imagine. You can see Hilly getting close to our race leader, Fio Bandini. There's all the top four very close, but of course Mr. Popexel, the only one who has actually made a pit stop yet. The top three still have to do so.
Yeah.
Oh my god, well, they'd be hoping there's a safety car very soon. That would really help them here.
Well, Popexel has now caught them. Or he still has to try build that gap to Santeri. And that'll be a difficult enough task.
Yes, Santeri's very quick. Santeri still hasn't navigated Bring yet, and he still hasn't navigated the top three, but they could pit before Mr. Pop XL. No, he's nearly hit Namsco. He's nearly hit.
And that's probably more time lost to Santeri.
That's mistake after mistake so far for Pop XL. He needs to find a way past. As he's only 0.3 of a second behind Namsco, but Namsco does have that DRS. He has a lot more ERS as well, because PopXL has been pushing. 16 laps to go now, as we're on 20. DRS activated, so does Namsco, and that is going to be Mr. PopXL's downfall here, is the no DRS.
Well, Brain's now caught back up.
He has. He's now back in the DRS for this lap.
And maybe Santeri, it could be a blessing in disguise perhaps, as if Brins is able to pull away from Santeri, then it'd probably make Popexel's job easier.
Which he is doing. You're spot on with that. He is pulling away from Santeri. It's like Mr. Popexel really struggling to try and get past Namsco, as the two McLarens have done a swap. Sure, hard compound tires. Mr. Popexel really struggling to get past Namsco. It's difficult to overtake around here, and he's really finding that now. He's so close to the back of the Ferrari, but the Ferrari just pulls away on these straights.
Oh, that's
yellow flag,
Jesper.
Jesper. That is Jesper. A safety car now will be greatly appreciated by our top three, as they could go to softs as well, possibly. Will we see the fitness lap though? That's what we are waiting for. We're on lap 21 out of 36. That's another yellow flag. That is Jesper around again. As Bandini's in, Finley is in, Namsco is in, meaning Mr. Popexel has taken the lead of the Dutch Grand Prix. Bryn second, Santeri third, Legend fourth, Cortez. Let's see where Bandini appears. I think it may be
14th.
It's behind Azzy, so apart from the two incident men in the form of Spade Chips and Jesper, they're now in last pretty much, but they're on the softs. So they'll be a lot quicker than everyone on the hards.
Yeah, if they can just start this game within the 1 second as he... Oh, and there's
Jesper's out. Oh, did
pits.
it now. Oh, safety car blessing for Bryn. Here comes Centauri, going to try and navigate the racing point. If he just flies past, that's not going to be too good for Mr. Pop XL. He needs to be held up a little bit and let Mr. Pop XL extend this gap over Centauri. Bryn isn't going to have DRS. Centauri will. Here he comes. Down into turn 1. Is he going to lunge it? He's going to go down the inside. It is I for Centauri to take second position, which could be crucial in this Grand Prix. And he has got that one very, very handy. And now is in prime position to take the race win.
Well, there we go. He has got the position now, and it's all he really has to do is just not make a mistake. Well, he could even make a mistake.
He was very close last week to a win, and we seen what happened there. Although I think for the sake of the championship, him winning tonight will make it very close, because Namsco is currently in 16th.
Yeah, that would be around 16 points just slashed from from Namsco's championship lead. So we'll go from 25 minus 16, so that'll be around 9 points. Alright. Centauri said that's the fastest lap actually, so that's another point.
Yeah, that's another point to add to the championship lead. Or not the championship lead, to add to his championship. And it's a battle for the points.
There goes the fastest lap. Does actually Finley and Namsco. Namsco is past him.
No, Namsco doing a lot better on them softs than he was on the mediums.
So Bandini
Tyso running on the grass there. Didn't make a mistake, he was still going full throttle. But the gap up the front, 1.8 seconds.
Well, Bandini now, he needs to get past Azzy soon enough, and then once he gets that done, he should be able to get past Tysko, T-Boss, and Jules. But obviously, he could then end up just running out of well, grip as his time. See, the softs, they will not last that long. As actually, that's Bryn in the pits. He is.
That's Bryn in the pits. He's going to drop miles down the order like a stone, I think. Because he was behind all the medium runners, but he is definitely on the softs now.
I know, I think Bryn, yeah, he's.
He could even be last here. Spaghetti Chips might get. Oh no, Spaghetti Chips has been a mistake. Bryn will keep 16th spot, but we need to keep an eye for them soft runners at the bottom of the grid. They will be very fast as we have almost 10 laps to go. You can see Legend is also in those 5 seconds, which would make it an IF4 1-2.
Yeah, that would be correct. IF4 would be 1 and 2 here. And obviously, you can't take everything for granted, so they will have to just make sure that there's no mistakes. Legend, more pressure for this P2s than, well, Centauri is for the win. As well, Legend, he is, well, one mistake and he could end up falling behind Cortez maybe. And also, out with a P2, they could be able to inherit with a penalty. Doesn't look like Pop XL. Doesn't look like Pop XL is exactly making it difficult for Centauri to keep up, as it seems to be just constantly around that 2 seconds or 2.1 seconds mark.
Yeah, Mr. Pop XL needs to put on the afterburners and start pushing, because he needs to double the gap if he wants to win this Grand Prix. It would really be a shame because he did so well, but he made a mistake, and unfortunately he will pay for it. In the lower end of the grid though, he tops off on there's currently Bandini, but he's under attack from Namsko, who are just right behind Azzy and Tysco and Matt Tibos.
Bandini's is actually getting stuck behind Azzy there, so he needs to get past soon. I think if Azzy has almost got a full battery of ERS, so that would mean he would be well capable of defending even on the hard compound tyre.
Yeah, as this is a battle for fifth, it is Ron and Simon. Ron's locked up the brake, but he has got the car stopped still. Very nice Ron to take fifth position, and that is Bryn with the fastest lap of the Grand Prix in 16th position.
You can see the separation now between Dominator and Jules, and that pretty much defines the two packs of the race. You have the leading pack, which is a lot more spread out than the second pack. But
yeah, there's a nice little gap in the middle there between Dominator and Jules that separates the two trains.
It's almost symmetrical, given that it's all... Well, Spaghetti Chips is off, so actually it is kind of symmetrical in a way, as you've pretty much got the top 8 in one race, and then the bottom half in the other. So...
And then we have Mr. Spaghetti Chips behind us. Namsko's gone very deep, he's gone across the gravel, and he's come on and made contact with Bandini.
Yeah. That really doesn't have a... Oh! That one might be investigated.
That one may be
safety car.
We have a safety car. This has killed any chance Mr. Pop XL has had. And this may hurt Namsko's championship more than he thinks. Will we all see these pit for softs? And that is the end of our trains anyways, because they're closed up.
Well, not really, it's just the trains are just going to merge.
Will we see the top 8 into the pits for
yes.
softs?
Simple. Yes, they will.
So that's going to put Finley in the lead of the race.
Possibly, although the pit lane here is short, and considering the time lost in the pits, and since the pit lane is short, the time lost is not minimal. Considering then you also have, well, the fact there's a safety car, it'd be even less time lost. So when Finley will gain positions, he is on all of softs actually. So he might want to pit himself.
Mr. Pop XL is in the pits.
Will you? Obviously,
Santeri is in. Legend is in.
Cortez
stayed out. He's taking a gamble.
He took a gamble, and I don't think this one will pay off.
Ron has stayed out as well, so is Simon, so is Gustavo Nezzi, and so is Dominator. So Cortez in the lead of this race.
I mean, Finley, realistically, he could have pitted.
Yeah, he could have.
He could have, and got brand new soft and not been had a problem. The only thing is, he'll have Santeri and Legend behind him. And it's actually Pop XL, he served his 5 seconds.
Yeah, so he's now in 10th. And it is now going to be on-track battle for...
Nobody has...
Oh, Cortez is disconnected!
Oh, can you invite him?
I can. I can pop him an invite and get him back in the session.
I mean, if you're ever going to disconnect it at some time, at least it's during the safety car.
Safety car's the best.
Like, you legitimately cannot lose anything.
Yeah, I've got an invite there. Although he does receive one off Bryn, the lobby host. As almost everyone, apart from the top 6, have pit for fresh softs, even those on softs, as Matt Tibos has just passed Bandini. So, something obviously happened there. As Cortez is back in the session.
Yeah, he is back now. He just has to select his car. Oh, see, this brings Spaghetti Chips back into this one.
We get good else. We get chips back on the pack. Let's hope he can do something. Let's see.
Oh, Mattia's got 5 seconds penalty for ignoring enough flags.
Oh, Matt. Oh, he was so close to scoring his first points.
Yeah, but surely that won't be removed.
Oh, Matt. Oh well, let's hope that one's removed.
You sound so disappointed. You didn't realise...
he was so close on the edge of points.
Well, yeah, that's true, but it will get removed, probably.
I think safeguard could be in this lap as well.
Well, yeah, everyone is here. Oh, just Jesper's left, but he's DNF'd. So, well, that doesn't really affect the matters of the race. Somebody is still in these hards. How quickly are they going to be able to cut through?
No, it is difficult to overtake.
What in the name of... Is that... What's going on with Bandini and Matibos? Don't tell me this is going to be another 5 seconds for Matt.
Matt, no.
Oh no. Oh no, I don't think it will be another 5. I think it will be removed though. That is the thing.
Yeah, hopefully. As he's just been passed by... Oh no, he's trying to pass people. It's his own fault. Safety car in this lap. Cortez will get us on the way to the safety car restart. As someone saying Cortez is the GOAT.
There we go again. Matt T-Ball's 5-second penalty.
Oh, Matt, that one was your own fault. I've no sympathy this time. Here comes Cortez to get us back underway. Last week's winner in Spa. He's leading from Ron. Oh, Jesus, Matt. Here comes Cortez through the penultimate corner on the circuit. When is he going to go? Oh, Legend's got 5 seconds for severe collision with Pop XL.
Oh dear.
As Cortez has gone. Cortez has almost lost the rear on the safety car restart. Ron's been caught out a bit here by Simon. Gustavo Nessi is also right behind him. Simon defends. Gustavo Nessi is to the outside. Oh. Contact, and Gustavo Nessi is up in the 3rd position, and they're making contact on lap 1 with Azzy. Finley has found a way past Alpha Azzy, although Azzy is on very
and Santeri, could you do a double move again?
That's Legend off, Legend and Jules is off, and they've both made contact, and Legend up for a possible podium is now sent spinning to the back of the grid, and this letting our hard runners both away a slight bit. Santeri is our lead soft runner on the back of JML Dominator, as we flick through the right hander for the 31st time.
Oh, that was a crazy enough safety car restart. As well, Legend sent to the back. Matibos also was off. So was VR Jules.
As that's Bandini now up into the points scoring positions on debut. Spin Chips trying to take 12th now. He's got Elliotson. Oh, made contact, but just about got the car. Santeri is past Dominator now up into 5th position as he's going for a race win here. He might have enough laps if he can just about cut through the field. Gap at the front 0.7, so DRS isn't active, but if this gap stay the same, it will be okay. Here comes Gustavo Nessi to try and find a way past FRL Ron. Not quite close enough into
as a brain diamond on the inside of Pop XL. He
very close.
It's
he's got it. Prince got it.
He's got it done. Now he's got to get past Finley, who's soft, so probably not got that much grip.
No, Finley probably should have pitted. Bryn didn't pit as he only went on the sauce a lap before, and I think that's kind of helped him a slight bit here. He gained a couple of positions as he's now up into the points. This would be his first points this season, possibly?
Yeah. It might be. I think he might have got points in Singapore.
Oh, he did get points in Singapore. Santeri is looking to get past the other racing point to Simon, and Gustavo Nessi is right on the back of Ron, and now Azzy and Tysko side by side. Tysko looking to get past the Red Bull.
Santeri and Simon.
Santeri is going to try a switch back on the most dangerous location on the track. He's pulling it off.
He's got damage, I believe.
Does he?
Or no, he doesn't. It's just an optical illusion there. As Finley's past Bryn.
Finley has got past Bryn.
Or not.
No, Bryn's got past Finley. It's yellow flag in sector 1. Oh, it's Azzy.
Oh dear.
Into the gravel. Any chance of points is gone as Finley and Mr. Pop XL. Mr. Pop XL has got past Finley in a great move running inside. Going to be attacking Bryn now to try and make up even more ground. Terry is in fourth. He is the man who was favoured to win before the safety car, but this safety car has really thrown a spanner in the works to for the winner of this race. Cortez doing a great job out in first. Terry needs to pass all 3 cars in 3 laps.
Well, first task could be to get onto the podium, and then if you can get Ron on lap, well, I said onto lap 35, then maybe then he would be able to get past Cortez soon enough. Arguably, nearly want a double pass somewhere.
Here comes Santeri. He's out of ERS, he's on 0, but he's going to still try down the inside of Gustavo Nesi. It's going to be a dangerous move, but he's gone for it down the inside of Williams to get back on the podium. Santeri has got that one done, and now on the back of Ron. This is a really, really good shot.
Oh, there's Bandini. Bandini's round.
Bandini.
Oh, Finley's got a reset too. As he's down the pit.
There's been contact with Finley there for some reason, and this could put Legend back in points. Popic's still getting past Simon, and look how close Santeri is to Macaron. He really needs to get past, but also needs to start saving ERS, does Santeri. Ron could be for a podium here if he's first of the season, which he really does well deserve, because he has drove very, very well here. Here comes Santeri. DRS active. Is he going to go for it in the chicane? I don't think he is, as Ron will not be getting DRS down this straight, so this will be very good for Santeri. Spaghetti Chips has got past Bryn. Does Bryn have damage? Yes, he does. He's missing an end plate.
Oh,
Bryn's missing an end plate. Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Oh no, he's missing more than that.
Here comes Santeri though, on the outside of FRL Ron, going to try and get up into second position and possibly fight for the lead of this Grand Prix. He's gone deep, but he has got the move done into turn number 1. 2 laps to go. Santeri is a second behind Cortez, but he's just slotted inside that second, and this would be really, really good if he could win this race.
Bandini, he's in the pits now, probably for a fastest lap attempt. His Legend has passed Bryn now, and that should be points.
Legend hopefully can get points, but Matt T-Post could still be on for some points. Well, he does have 8. He does have sorry. Oh, he's hit Bryn, and that's the end of anything I was just saying there, because now he's front wing damage to add to those 18 seconds worth of penalties. Santeri may have to do a final last lap. Remember what we were saying? That last laps were hectic here in F5. He's gone very late on the brakes. He's going to have to fully send it if he wants to take the win, just like he wanted to do last week on Cortez. He's going to have to do it again, and he's run wide, taking it over the curb. Here we go, onto the final lap. He's not going to be close enough, surely, to turn 1.
No, Cortez got some brilliant filling speed.
He's taking the fastest lap, though, so that's still something for Santeri. He's going to have to absolutely send this on Cortez. It will be a last lap overtake to try and take the win. We said last laps are the best here in F5. This could really prove to be if Santeri can somehow manage to get past Cortez. There is only really 1 realistic overtaking opportunity on the circuit, maybe 2.
Well, yeah, but that would require an extremely good run.
It would. He has got a good run through that corner, through the downhill section. He's going to have to get a very good exit out of this corner if he wants to make something stick on Cortez. Has he got a good run? He has got a very good run here. Santeri, he could go for it into the chicane. Is he going to? He has to send it for the race win. He's gone for it. Down the inside of Santeri, they've made contact. And he's going to try around the outside. He's got a penalty, and he won't take the win. Cortez is going to win in Zandvoort to take his 2nd win of the season. We're going to have a drag race to the line, I think. Who takes the lower line? He's going to win this one on track. We're going to be side by side across the line. Cortez takes the...
What?
Oh,
no, that's a glitch. It's a glitch.
Cortez has taken the win on track. Yeah. Ron in 2nd. Gustavo Nesi in 3rd. Dominator 4th. Santeri 5th. Tysco 6th. Simon 7th. Spaghetti Chips 8th. Mr. Pupaxel 9th. Legend 10th. Mattibos 11th. Bryn 12th. Mattibos 13th. Dini is going for a fastest lap here, so we'll have to wait and see does he complete that in 14th and Jules in 15th. That was a send for Santeri, but it was all or nothing.
All I'm gonna say is I don't think Santeri will be joining us for interviews.
I don't think so.
No.
But he did get the fastest lap of the race, so that's another point gone for Santeri. What an amazing final lap.
So, I guess we just invite Cortez and,
invite all three of them. We may get a bit of drama in the press room. I don't think Gustavo Nezzi's going to be joining us as he's left the session, but Cortez may. That was crazy last lap once again. We really are getting a name for ourselves for last laps here in this league.
Well, that is correct. Last laps here have always been chaotic. That's what Jules is doing donuts.
Ah, that was nice of you to do a few donuts. And we can do. That was very hectic, and it didn't pay off for Santeri, unfortunately. Yeah, he did not take the win,
And,
which he could have easily had.
Let's see. Podium celebrations there now, so, well, that was chaotic.
It really was. That was a great last lap. As Dominator is celebrating for taking a podium, I think someone needs to tell him he hasn't actually finished on the podium.
Yeah, so I'll invite Gustavo, Ron and Cortez as well. Santeri isn't going to be joining us, he already left the session. Usually don't leave that early. Do you want to take us through race results?
Final results. Cortez takes the win due to a graphics glitch. Ron will finish in second. Gustavo Nezzi will finish in third. Dominator fourth. Santeri in fifth. Tyso in sixth. Simon seventh. Cortez takes the race win. Apologies, spaghetti chips. In seventh. Mr. Mobexel in 9th, Legend 10th, Finley 11th, Bryn 12th, Matibos 13th, Bandini 14th, Jules 15th, and the non-finisher were Azzy, Namsko, and Jesper.
Well, yeah, that is the race results there. Hopefully they all join us for interviews.
Hopefully.
Let's just see now.
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't actually had. We had someone in for interviews last week, and that's been it. We had Simon in for Singapore as well.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons because Namsko, believe doesn't speak English that well, so he doesn't like the interviews that much.
Okay. I don't know if we are going to be getting interviews.
I'll just see if or if you. I believe, well, Jules took the blame for the incident with Legend, so...
Yeah, he did apologise for that, I did see, so he took the blame for that incident. I didn't quite catch it. But, something obviously did happen there. I don't think we're going to get them joining, they've all left.
Yeah, we just ended there.
I think we will.
Yep, so thank you all everyone for watching. Make sure to tune in next week for some more F5 action, and stay with all race, especially for these last laps. Next week, we will be in France, so you should have some good racing here, unlike in real life. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.